Yo, what it do, family? Guess who's been Zach? It's been a minute, man. I know y'all been like, where the F have Kane been? Kane been MIA, taking care of family shit. You know, full time father, husband. You know what I mean? Things happen. You know what I'm saying? So I know I've been MIA on the YouTube tip. I'm trying to tap back in. It's been a lot of stuff going on this past 7 to 8 months that I've been MIA. I appreciate everybody who stuck around because for the most part, everybody stuck around, and I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to clean up my act though. No more cocaine. I don't even do cocaine. So why I chose that name, okay, I'll give y'all for a backstory. I'm a huge fan of the Hughes brothers. I'm a huge fan of Dead Presidents. I'm a huge fan of Minister Society. So I got intentionally got my name intentionally. I said that all wrong. Intentionally for sure. I intentionally got my name from the movie Minister Society, Kane. As y'all can see, with my thumbnail. I mean, as y'all can see with my intro, and also with my picture. I'm just a huge fan of the Hughes Brothers, huge fan of Minister Society. Just black cinema, period. Shout out to all the, black cinema legends. But, so, that's why I changed my name. Kane Reacts is my new name. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who's been tapped in, trying to clean up my act a little bit on this YouTube tip. Because, hey, at the end of the day, I do this shit for fun, but also I'm trying to get a check. Why not? I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, why the hell not? On this one, man, we're going to go into Dak Prescott and his situation. That's been all over the news. So I was like, you know what? I might as well react to it. So we reacting to that today. Shout out to O'Shea. Salute to you, brother. This is his video. Of course, I'm reacting to it. So, borrowers borrow. I'm borrowing your shit, bro. So I appreciate your salute. We ain't gonna do too much talking, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody who tapped in, lock in. Make sure I hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, so I can move around this thing a little bit. You know what I mean? Get to people to know who I am. Respectfully. Let's get into it.
Dak Prescott signed one of the most lucrative contracts in NFL history. He signed a 4-year, $240 million contract, which means he's getting paid about $60 million a year.
Crazy bread.
But that's not all.
Mainly only because it's the Cowboys, because I'm going to be all the way honest. Dak ain't won shit.
He ain't lying.
He won 2 playoff games his whole career, and he's been in the league for 10 years. $60 million? Crazy. But to the Cowboy fans, they feel like he earned it, he deserved it. Hey, you got to do it. I mean, quarterbacks get paid crazy chicken. So, let's get it.
The guaranteed money was about $231 million.
Woo!
Which the guaranteed money in this contract was the highest in NFL history.
Let's put Dak Prescott's $240 million contract into perspective. Over 4 years, he'll technically only be guaranteed $231 million, but once you add taxes, that'll make his take-home closer to $135 million over
Still
4
crazy
years,
money,
which is
bro.
about the combined net worth of Michelle and Barack Obama.
Crazy.
Every year, Dak makes about $33.8 million, which is roughly the value of Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch estate when it was on the market.
Crazy.
So as you can see, Dak Prescott is balling. And oh, by the way, he lives in Texas where you don't got state tax. So a lot of that money is his.
He's right,
Now, it's also important to know that Dak Prescott is half black, half white. He's from Louisiana. He did very well at Mississippi State, but he's been in a long-term relationship with this lady by the name of Sarah Jane Ramos. They have 2 children together, and they were getting ready to get married in Italy in April. He had his bachelor's party, and everything was good until, for whatever reason, the wedding was called off. And again, speculation is the reason why this is happening is because she don't want to sign the prenup.
Damn.
Now, many people have been weighing in on this particular.
My thing is, what type of bread she thinks she would be getting if she wasn't married to a $240 million dude?
Whoa, brother, whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
she probably, even a fraction of the money that he would have gave her through their relationship, she probably would have never seen in her life. So the fact that she want to make it such a big deal, it's what's so odd about this whole situation. But hey, we don't, this is just speculation, man. We don't know for real. Let's go.
Particular topic.
I'm anti-prenup. I believe if you need a contingency plan for marriage,
Speak on it.
you shouldn't be marrying them.
Oh my God.
If you need to protect yourself from your future partner who you have to lay in bed with every night, the potential mother or father of your children, you shouldn't be marrying them. You serious?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f
Yeah, he sound like a goofy.
Guys, I am fucking tired of Emmanuel Acho. Dude, this dude is just, I don't really get it. Like, anything can change with a person.
Facts.
This guy is making a lot of money. He's worked very hard in like the last 10 to 11 years playing quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Facts.
Let's say that he doesn't want to marry her because of what's going on with the contract. That doesn't mean that he doesn't trust her all the way. It just means that he's protecting himself,
His assets.
which is what he should do. We've all seen these divorces go bad and what has happened after the fact. We all know what happened with Mike Tyson, Robin Givens, the Kevin Garnett divorce. I mean, a bunch of these guys really go through the ringer. And let's not forget what will happen to your boy, Travis Hunter.
Woo! Get
But
off
then,
Travis, man.
There's more.
Dak Prescott's wedding allegedly got called off because his fiancé would not sign a prenup. Now, no one knows for sure, but they were supposed to be married in Italy in a week, and now all of a sudden, it ain't happening.
But wait,
And it's not just the $240 million contract. Dak also gets like $10 million in endorsements. He's the Cowboys quarterback. Who,
Thanks.
when you play with the Cowboys, you get extra money.
let's look at this, guys. Here's what's interesting. Not only does Dak Prescott make a lot of money in the NFL, he is the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. And the Cowboys, they do suck. A lot.
He ain't lying.
Got him.
But they are America's favorite team, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And being America's favorite team, allegedly, does give you some perks. If you play for the Cowboys, you do get extra endorsements. You do get extra stuff. I mean, Jerry Jones is not a great general manager,
No.
but he knows how to keep the money coming in.
True.
And that's why people still respect playing for the Cowboys. They get these other opportunities. But then we got to look at it from this point.
So if you know anything about my content, I live by this. If she's not willing to sign a prenup, she's looking for a come up. And I am so proud of Dak Prescott, and I hope that he sees this. There is no way.
Yeah, I think it's insane that, like, seriously, guys, what I just said, and tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. But wouldn't it behoove you, if you Dak Prescott, that the woman that you've been with all this time, like, when you don't sign a prenup, when you don't sign a prenup, naturally, once the divorce happens, this person gets half. So this woman been with this man what about maybe 6-7 years. He been in the league about 8-9 years. So automatically you assume, because you've been around since before I made this money, not around like before. She wasn't with him in the trenches in Louisiana.
That's right, you know.
You know what I'm saying? That's not, I don't know. I still don't think I never think a motherfucker deserve half your shit that you worked hard for, period. But to automatically think that you deserve half of his shit just because you've been around that long is insanity to me, that women think that is like gonna fly with a man with some sense. This man built his legacy on his own. You wasn't there with him building his legacy. You hopped on the train later on and automatically you assume like, oh, well, I deserve some shit. It's insane, bro. It's insane. This is America.
Hey, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
There's no way that you think that we're going to get married, right? And that you, if we decide not to work out, that you should be entitled to any of my money.
Facts.
And I'm telling you,
Facts.
any man that has anything worthwhile, if it's time to go to that altar and she's not willing to sign that prenup, she's looking for a come up.
Facts.
It should not bother her that when we part ways, that she's not parting ways with some of my money. It is not a man's job to maintain.
And a man, stop it again. A man don't have a problem with sending you off with something, just not half of my shit. Like, it's just that simple, bro. Like, that's insane.
Right? The lifestyle that you are providing for a woman when you are no longer with her. That is the perks of being with me.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my boy out there, I Am Truth Hurts 357. He is
Shout out to that boy.
really
Keep it a
coming
stack.
out with the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if this is the real case, it's something to think about. Men should have every opportunity to protect themselves financially.
Absolutely.
If the woman isn't okay with that, she shouldn't even try to marry you.
Facts.
And again, she's protected financially as long as she
with
is
you.
with you.
Facts.
That's the most important part.
Facts.
I want to address something that's important. All of this is speculation about the prenup, but we do have an update. Sarah Jane herself has said this had nothing to do with the prenup. I hope we can put that rumor to rest now. So let's say, for example, that rumor is not true, right? Well, let's look at the fact that there is some allegations of Dak Prescott cheating with another woman, and because he cheated with
He worth
somebody
240,
else,
bro.
she's calling off the wedding. Something must have happened.
I'm not saying it's right, but my thing is women that get with those caliber dudes that they love and want to be with so much. Come close, let me tell you. You do realize that 10 times out of 10, a dude with 240 million and that many options is gonna cheat.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, I know y'all like to hear it. Y'all want these 6-figure and this up, all this money all the time. Y'all want that so bad. But 9 times out of 20, that boy gonna be yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. So to be so surprised by it is insane to me. You ain't
the bachelor's party, and that's the rumor out there.
No, he was
So we
cracking
still
something at the
don't
bachelor
know
party.
because
Let's
the
be real.
evidence is inconclusive. But I kind of want to talk about this because this is very, very important, guys. And I saw a clip that I thought was so important for this video. I gotta share it.
I feel like when it come down to white women and black women, just from experience and talking to my white friends, the white women have the upper hand when it comes to relationships right now.
And what's that?
Because every time I talk to one of my friends, I don't care if he living in a shack when he first started going with this lady. 5 years later, they either own the shack and the land and building it into an empire, or she done spoke up on this man and built this confidence up so high, no matter what's been going on, she ain't left his side, she ain't downgraded him, she only want to see him grow because she know with him growing, she's growing.
I know Sarah Jane Ramos is not technically white, but she is white appearing.
Facts.
And she's white Hispanic.
Facts.
And I think that the case is when you talk about black men getting with non-black women, that they are preferred to be in relationships. And that is when you don't have anything, they're with you and they will help you build on whatever you got. This brother here is saying he's talked to so many men that had white wives and white girlfriends. He would go on to say that white women were very, very feminine in his honest opinion. And
I agree with these brothers to an extent, but I don't put that on our sisters because I'm married to a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, been down for me since the dirt. I ain't have shit when I had a little shit, when I had a lot of shit, when I ain't have no shit. It's just it's all about the mentality, the character of the woman at the end of the day, no matter the skin color of her. if she's a good woman, she gonna be by you through all trials and tribulations, especially if y'all tie that knot and if y'all take marriage serious. You feel me? So I can agree as far as nowadays the majority ain't doing it. Point blank period. They independent. They got their own. I'm not finna build no. They favorite go to. I'm not finna build no man, but they expect you to build them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that's why a lot of dudes. I feel like a lot of men just in all races is just opting out of marriage because it's like, what am I gaining from this? I'm doing all this to not have somebody that's gonna be there for me through the ups and downs. So what's the point? You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of dudes are at with it. And I don't think that's just a black woman thing or a white woman thing or an Asian woman thing. I think that's just a woman thing in general, especially nowadays. We're not our grandparents, okay? Regardless on what the hell grandma and grandpa and them went through, they loved each other. Through all the trials and tribulations of the mess, they loved each other and they held each other down to their last day. You can't say that about these women nowadays, and that's why men and women are opting out of relationships and marriage. Sad, but true. Let's do it.
White women or women of other cultures, and I'm just adding that in there, are not with you for your money. And if Dak Prescott cheated on his girlfriend, that's one thing. The prenup is what everybody's talking about, and this rumor is out there.
Facts.
And if he called off this engagement because of that, then black men simply need to get out of their mind that women are only with you that are white or white adjacent, which is Latinos or white Latinos or Asians, because they love you. Now, it's very possible that a woman can be with you because she loves you.
It's possible.
But it is also true that women are also with you because of what you can do for them. And stop putting this out on black women as if black women are the only ladies that want to be taken care of. Listen, black women
all
are
of
just
them
more upfront with what they want, especially black Americans. This is not true with all blacks. I mean, again, I live in Africa, and there's a lot of passive aggressive behavior going on, and so a lot of times you really can't.
Boy,
tell.
O'Shea, shout
But
out
just
O'Shea.
ask black men everywhere, wherever they go, Thailand, Dominican Republic, Colombia, in the black community, in the white community, anywhere a woman is going to want or expect a man to protect her.
That's a fact.
So,
bro, I had just cut it off again, but I had a coworker at my last gig, my last job that I worked at. He went to Brazil. He used to go to Brazil regularly. Like, he was one of them dudes, big fucking Debo from Friday built dude, like big dude. And he went down there, got married, met a chick, of course, got married to her, brought her back to the States, then brought her kids back to the States. Ended up divorcing him because he found out she got a not only is she, sneaking around with another fella in America, but also she got a whole nother bank account with a stash, basically her getaway fund. And he had to end up divorcing her. That it ain't just a American thing, bro. Like, a lot of the women all over the country is adopting that way, the selfish way, the thinking about myself way. Like, that's just what it is. They not in it for the long haul. They're not in it for the love. They in it for, I need to make it out of my situation, and I'm gonna use you to do it, man. You think I love you? I'm gonna finesse gang, a boot gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the era we in, bro. No matter what continent, where they from. Hey, they gonna get it how they live.
So if you're Dak Prescott or anybody else and you're with a chick and she's with you and she feels like she's entitled to have your money, that's not a black woman thing. That's not a white woman thing or a Hispanic woman thing. It very well truly can be just a woman thing.
Facts.
And I'm just really so tired of brothers thinking that these other races of women don't participate in trying to take you to the cleaners. They do. White women and the other adjacent races, whether they're Hispanic or white Hispanic or Asian, do the same things to, like I said, their men or black men like anybody else. These women that don't have as much money as you or much opportunity as you are going to be a come up. Okay?
Facts.
It is what it is. And you're black, so you're gonna typically pay a higher premium. Because if you're rich and you're dealing with a non-black woman, you're going to probably pay a lot more because it would be difficult maybe for you to get her if you didn't have that.
Right.
Now, it may not be the case for Dak Prescott, But you're going to have to understand, being a successful black man is typically your only real way of dating and marrying somebody interracial, being in a interracial relationship with a high quality or good looking non-black woman, usually. All right. We're going to keep it real. Most black men are not marrying interracial with a woman that's like super attractive, super bad, unless they got money. Now, that could also be true for the black community, but I'm talking about what's going on here. And everybody want what you got when you're rich. All right. Everybody demands what you have when you have resources. Everyone. Everyone's begging for something. Everyone wants something. And especially a lady who's had 2 kids by you and may have dealt with a lot of your problems and has been there for a long time.
You feel like she deserves it.
She feels like she's just as entitled to that money as anybody else. She could easily feel that way. And if she don't...
I ain't broke a leg or nothing. This dude broke his whole leg, so that motherfucker was like hanging on the field. You know what I'm saying? He done went through the trenches to get that $240 million, regardless on what she talking about having babies and whatnot. He done went through, I'm talking about getting abused by 300-pound linemen. It ain't the same, shorty. It ain't. I'm sorry.
Want to sign the prenup, guess what? Don't give it to her. Because if you and her break up, what is she going to be doing?
Spending your money with a new nigga. That's it.
Letting somebody clap those cheeks who
Facts.
don't have nothing.
Facts. Woo! Ask Tom Brady.
So many dudes pay the bills for the future dudes to come in and clap for free.
Yep.
And if he's going to give her child support, give her child support. Here is the situation. She wasn't at Mississippi State when he was playing quarterback.
Facts.
She wasn't there when he was a 4th round draft pick.
Facts.
She wasn't there when, he had to win them games and come in for Tony Romo.
Yep.
He did that on his own.
Facts.
Right? And this is one of the reasons why
Talk
you
that
see
shit,
so
O'Shea.
many NFL athletes, NBA athletes having a bunch of kids but not marrying chicks. And to be honest, when you're that rich and you're that successful, I'm trying to figure out, what do you need a wife for?
Right.
I'm just saying. You already got 2 kids. So she already gave you those kids without you marrying her.
Having a wife is a beautiful thing, but it's got to be the right one. At the end of the day, you got to be there for the right reasons. And just like he said, she came in after the glitz and glamour. She seen and knew his trajectory was on his way up. He was the quarterback for the fucking Cowboys.
Message.
She knew he was headed that way. That's why I'm not saying that's why she laid down and had them kids, but that's why she laid down and had them kids. You know what I'm saying? She knew what type of dude Dak Prescott was on his way to becoming. Even before he was already in the league. It's only up from there as long as he balling. And regardless on what we feel, they had mostly winning seasons while he been quarterback. Even though they get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Respectfully, Cowboy fans, it is what it is. Y'all ain't went to the Y'all ain't went to the championship game in how long? We ain't got to talk about it. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, that's facts. That's facts, O'Shea.
What's the point of marrying her now?
Woo! You already gave him the kids.
You don't need her to clean. You'll probably be playing in the NFL for 4 or 5 more years.
Facts.
So you'll play out your entire contract, and you can just get somebody else. I mean, literally, she'll still have your kids and everything, but you could just pay her child support, and if you want to get somebody else, you can. It's just that easy. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Shout out to O'Shea.
Back at it again.
All right, man. So, what I gather from that whole video is, man, why not just sign the prenup? I mean, at the end of the day, you get a lot of things from this dude. A lot of bread, a lot of over the years, you're not having to work. You just sit at home and just raise the kids and just receive whatever you want. All you got to do is sign a prenup, and you can't even do that. Why? Because you got to think about it in Dak's mind and Dak Prescott eyes. He looked at it like, you want to sign this prenup, then that means you really are only in it for the money. Common sense will tell her, like, let me just do this because he's so adamant about it. He want to get married. I want to marry him. I love him. So I'm going to sign this prenup and get with him. And I can stash every dollar he give me. He a $240 million quarterback. You don't think he's going to be breaking her off nothing in that all the time that they married together? Like, come on, man. This just... they try to finesse they try to finesse their way in, and when they finesse their way in, they finesse themselves out the game. She just finessed herself out the game. You could have still been balling and had it by this dude, but you wanted to be greedy because you want half. If something go wrong, if you cheat, I want half or whatever. Now look at you. Now you finna be a single baby mama.
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
I'm looking for another ball player, which you'll probably find because niggas like running up behind other dudes for some reason. I don't get it, but it is what it is. And end up in the same situation because ain't nobody finna sign up after Dak to be like, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. Unless he's a sucker MC, and you ain't gonna want to be with him anyway. So it is what it is, man. Praying for your Dak. Praying for you. You got them 2 kids. You still gotta, you know, take care of your responsibilities as a man, which I know you're gonna do. You got hella bread. You can outsource all that. So shout out to O'Shea, man, for the content, man. I'm always tapped in with you, so I tapped in on this video to react. Like I said, guys, I'm back. I know it's been a minute. It's been like 7-8 months I've been MIA, but I'm back. I'm going to be more consistent, try to drop a vid a day, at least a vid a day, just off GP, you know what I mean? Because I really enjoy locking in with y'all, and I really enjoy doing this. It's fun. I at home kicking it by myself with my Golden Girls shirt and my Golden Girls cup, you know what I'm saying? Like just vibing, you know what I'm saying? Vibing out, watching videos on the YouTube and the tube of the you know what I mean? So shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. It's your dog Kane. Peace.
Here. Got your motherfucking man. Come here.